much time at the Huntington Library. I just absolutely love that place.
In Pasadena?
Yeah, it's been so long time, but when I lived out there, I would probably go easily once a month, even as, once I started driving, I'd just go by myself. I used to go with my parents, but I love the gardens, the tea house, I still remember Pinky and Blue Boy. And yeah, that was a pretty amazing place.
I remember doing field trips there as a kid.
Yeah.
And seeing Pinky and Blue Boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've redone the whole Japanese tea house area.
Oh, okay.
And I mean recently. I'm sure they've redone a lot since you were last there, but yeah, it's a pretty incredible place.
Yeah. I remember if I remember correctly, they had a huge cactus garden.
They do.
I think. Yeah.
They do. And yeah, I'd love to go out to that cactus garden with my good camera and they had just amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what attracted me there as a teenager, but I sure enjoyed it. And nobody knew about it back then. It was always quiet. The big thing was, what did they call it? Remember that show that used to be on Fantasy Island? Yeah, when they filmed that at, I don't know what they called it in LA, the gardens, or it was like a conservatory.
Descanso?
Flowers and plants, and they have those big lagoons, and that's where they filmed Fantasy Island and a lot of TV shows. So that's where everybody went because they wanted to see where Fantasy Island was filmed. So
oh, interesting.
places like the Huntington Library were deserted, so you could just go and hang out.
Yeah, I mean it's a beautiful grounds. Yeah. And it's weird to be walking around there and think that it was owned by one family at one time.
Isn't that something? Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah. Were you there for pleasure, or were you on a business trip? And then?
No, I was out there in October for family stuff, and then.
Okay.
And then my sister lives in Pasadena.
Okay.
So my mother and sister and I just went, and. She could walk to it pretty much.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so she bought a membership and I got to be her free guest.
We had, I grew up in a eastern small town in Los Angeles, and we had friends down the street. My parents had friends, and he was a shopping center developer, and he hit the big times, and in a short period of time became very, very wealthy. So they moved from our cute little street in Pico Rivera. They bought a gigantic mansion in San Marino.
Yeah.
And so that was the other thing. When I'd go visit them with my mom and dad would let me use the car, and then I'd go to the Huntington Library.
And didn't it seem like really, really far away then?
Yeah, because there was, you didn't have freeways going all over. So we'd have to take, I think it was Rosemead Boulevard, which went basically from the ocean to the base of the San Gabriel Mountains. So you would take that up to Colorado Avenue or Boulevard, the perpendicular to the main street, and then however we got there. These people were, so they had to furnish this mansion, and they were very loving people. And when I rented my first home, I was 19 years old, and they said they had some living room furniture that they would give to me that they were not going to use anymore. And so here I had this adorable little Spanish bungalow in Whittier, and this truck pulls up with this gigantic sofa and a stuffed chair that they could barely get in the door, and it took up basically the entire living room. So I was like,
And you didn't have the heart to say,
I
"Oh,
didn't,
this isn't gonna work."
no, I finally made it work, but I was just, oh my, I was cracking up. That was like, boy, that's the difference between me and them.
Funny. Yeah, that whole area is so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you look and you go 9 out of 10 commercials that are filmed with these craftsman homes
Mm-hmm.
are from South Pasadena. And
That's right.
Pasadena,
Oh,
you
there's
know.
beauties there, yeah.
Yeah. And
Parents used to take us to the Rose Parade a couple of times. And
yeah.
yeah, it was just that back in those days, even though LA, you know, was still in the midst of the smog problem, it was just a high enough elevation that you could get those crystal blue skies up there, and then against the San Gabriel Mountains. It was a pretty magical place.
Yeah, I agree.
The art museum is really nice also, the modern art. They redid that a few years ago. I will relax the toe.
No, it's
Positions, places.
that's. Yeah, these look a lot better than they did last time. And a lot of those cracks are gone because you're using that lotion on it, or that cream.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So you got big plans for the weekend coming up?
Well, Friday I'm going to my parents because mom and dad buy me a new recliner for Christmas.
Wow, that's generous.
Yeah. Well, it's half for my birthday too.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That's a nice gift.
yeah. So me and my dad are gonna go to Home Store and they got them on sale. And take a look.
Okay, so for these, what we'll do now is we'll just, now that we've got them pared way down, and you're using the cream on them to keep them that way.
Okay.
We'll just do this on your regular visit in another, so you were here 2 weeks ago, so that'd be another like 6 weeks.
Okay.
And then we'll see how you did managing them at home. And, you know, adjust what we're doing from there.
Okay. Yeah, I think we made another appointment.
Yep, you did. You made this 2-week appointment, and then you made a 2-month appointment.
Yeah.
So. Okay.